So we just came across a response video that we're going to respond to from
It's like
the
a
real
nesting
life.
doll.
Yes, from the real life fake wizard.
Costume business, not costume play.
No, he's
He's not a cosplayer. He's a fake wizard.
yeah, and that's his persona for his YouTube channel.
But it's costume business. I'm just saying.
Right. No, it is. It's not cosplay. And he even says many times, I'm not a cosplayer. I'm a fake wizard. And that's the only thing he ever wears, and it's only on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not like he goes to a convention in a Captain America suit.
Right.
Right. So, whatever. But he is responding to something from the religious hippie who tweeted something about how men who have hobbies are losers.
Now, first
Okay,
of all, hold on. Wait,
so-
no, first of all, what is her name?
The religious hippie.
She's a 4 at best. At best. I heard she's married. You better hold on to that motherfucker for dear life. Like, you're going to die a Catwoman because you look like a Catwoman right now.
If she's married, what's her husband like? Is he somebody who has hobbies and she's unhappy with that relationship?
Well,
or is she generalizing from what she's heard from other women? Or
they watch SpongeBob, and that's their nerdy thing they do together.
That's right. That's what he said, huh? That's their nerdiest thing that they do is they watch SpongeBob.
And I love his response was...
And they consider that nerdly.
I loved his response. Oh, that's what normies do.
No, that's a total normie thing to do.
Yeah.
And to consider, it's probably because we're watching a cartoon for kids. It's
aren't we so hip and with it?
Something.
Wild?
No. Yeah. It's something that that's nerdly.
Yeah.
Nerds do that.
I mean,
I've been watching cartoons all my life, man. I still do. I just turned 60 years old, man. 60 trips around the sun. I fucking love cartoons.
And let's be real honest about her.
There's nothing wrong with a fucking cartoon, man.
She's a 4, but I don't think her old man's strong enough to be make her a backdoor Betty. So it's probably very missionary, very boring, very plain. Look at her. She doesn't look happy at all.
I don't need to know any of that.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Just saying. She's a horrible. She sounds like a horrible person.
She is the textbook definition of normie.
Fourth wave feminist.
You look up normie in the dictionary. There's a picture of this gal, man. Right. The religious hippie. So, what religion does she practice or purport to follow? And why does she call herself a hippie?
Because she looks plain Jane.
I mean,
plain Jane. Plain Jane.
Okay, so.
Let's go on.
You don't want to be getting all into, but I mean,
well, it's her tweets, yeah. So she has to take responsibility for it.
And she says something about in conversations with her girlfriends who are probably like-minded people like her, who are not into the hobbies, And so what? That they're gonna undervalue men who are just because that's what they like.
Yeah.
And they call them man children.
Yes, you're a man child if you cosplay or you like Legos or you like Star Wars or Marvel. Now, hold on.
Very specific list.
Yeah, exactly. My sisters like video games, Lego, and they have those flowers. They have those Lego flowers now. Who's that for? Feminists?
No, plenty of women. No. Plenty of women like those things.
Yeah.
Just because she doesn't.
Yeah. She's just like, oh, fuck it. It's all bad.
And what she was talking about was, women who are out looking for a husband, father to their future children,
The man trap,
And the man child is not a good choice for that. Okay, so what?
Well, go find somebody
who's not a man child.
Yeah, oh, wait, hobbies in general. They could be anything.
What if your hobby is archery?
Yeah.
What if you're a part of a bowling league and you go, what if you're a model train enthusiast? Those are hobbies.
Right.
I mean, men who have hobbies are losers.
That is a huge blanket term.
You know what?
Men who have hobbies. Just say it.
Serious.
Just say it.
Say it out loud.
Men who like Star Wars and Legos and Marvel and the real actual, I guess, OG nerd shit. That's what's wrong with people. That's what's wrong with men. Fuck off.
I mean, but that is such a general statement.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's an umbrella term.
All right. I am actually, after 6 50 trips around the sun that I've taken, I've always been really grateful that I am a straight heterosexual male, man, because I understand where she's coming from in a way, as far as dealing with men and men's shit. Women can be difficult, but I'd rather deal with a woman than a fucking man sometimes. And I mean, even gay dudes are still dudes, and they still got to deal with men's shit. So I'm glad I'm not a gay dude.
No, gay guys are like
dudes are still dudes, man. No,
and women are like cats, and gay guys are like women and cats. So yeah.
No, gay dudes are still dudes. They're still driven by testosterone. They still pull the same shit on each other that men pull on women.
Yeah.
Straight men pull on women. I know. I've been there. I've seen it. I've known many gay people in my life, and not that I'm bragging on that, but I've just seen it with my own eyes.
I have many black friends. Is that what you're saying?
Right? I have 4 gay friends. No, I've just been around in my lifetime.
In his theater experience,
mostly with the theater. Yeah, a lot. And I've known a lot of gay people, and there's like gay couples.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, and I'm just saying that I know firsthand from what I've seen personally. It's not what I've read or heard, or I'm not making it up. Anyway,
or some Harvard study,
right? I mean, no. Anyway, men who have hobbies tend to be better husbands, better fathers, better role models, because they're into something and they have a passion for it. Yes. And that is good role modeling for the children. I mean, my dad had a hobby. He liked photography, and we still have pictures here in the house that he took himself, had them printed and mounted and matted in the frame and everything, all himself. We still have them hanging on the wall, man. Dad was into that shit. He used to even subscribe to Popular Photography magazine. So no, there's nothing wrong with having a fucking hobby, man.
So what do you think?
It does not make you a loser. Men with no hobbies, no interests, no passion for anything, those motherfuckers are losers. And there's a whole lot of us. Trust me, plenty.
Say Bartleby is a loser.
But there's plenty of women the same way too, though, man. So what do you and they talked about how it's this whole thing where women want to change a man into what they want them to be.
Yeah. Tell that walking.
Okay, and she mentions
I've been there.
No.
I've been there, done that.
No, wait. Let me finish, please. She mentions Lego specifically as being an undesirable quality.
Just that's it.
And we talked about it one time, and I'm going to say it again about the Lego study that they did on
kids,
on children, and to see how boys and girls interact with their toys. And what they found in that study was that girls tend to change or turn the toy into whatever they want it to be.
Yeah.
Like in the case of boys, they take it for what it is. If you give a kid a Spider-Man toy, he takes it as Spider-Man and plays with it like it's Spider-Man and does all the Spider-Man shit with it.
Yeah.
And you give a little girl a Spider-Man toy, and she'll have it dressed up and sitting in on a tea party with her teddy bear and her dollies and turn it into what she wants it to be. And I think that does. I mean, I'm not being sexist about it. It's
go ahead.
It's not my words. But it just seems to be a female trait, and I can't help but think it carries over into adulthood. And then, they get these guys that, okay, well, you're the guy that is here and with me, but you're not what I want, so we need to turn you into what I want. Well, why don't you go find what you want? Instead of taking whatever you have and turning it into what you want. If he's not what you want, then
don't be with him.
Then what? Oh, but he's there and he's my guy. No,
because they still need the D for their hysteria. That's the problem. They're on this fence that they can't. Oh, metaphorically speaking, of course, but where they want this perfect person, but the D they've got, he isn't perfect, but he's still bringing it home for her.
Even in your own life.
Yeah.
How many times have you known somebody who's having issues in their relationship, and what does she say? He'll never change. Well, what do you want to change him into? He is who he is. You either take him who he is, and guys are like that too. There are not as much, but But women tend to want to, get a guy. They find a guy or whatever, and maybe they're slim pickings and wherever they live.
They draw him in with that honey pot and then the monkey, and then now you're gonna start doing what I want. And most guys fall for it because they're weak.
Right, and that's
bad too.
It is, because you should not have to fundamentally change who you are
just for the monkey
in a relationship. For a relationship, I mean, and it will never work out, unless
there's going to be a lot of cat women out pretty soon. So I need to buy stock in cat food companies and sex toys because I want to make money. And bingo paraphernalia, shit like that.
Sorry, but I've had hobbies all my life, and the women I've been with have respected that about me. That I have this something that I'm into, that I'm passionate about, and that I dig. I mean, fuck, man. My first wife would go to conventions with me. She would even dress up with me, man. And it's because I was into it, and she wanted to share that or whatever, support it, because it was better than beating on her or going out and getting, drunk every night and coming home and, not even coming home for 2 or 3 days or any shit like that, like some dudes do. I wasn't one of those. I was always home with her. And we'd do things together, and she would come along and had fun, and fuck this woman, man.
I've never heard of her, but I saw this thing and I watched it and I was like, what the fuck? This is exactly what's wrong with women. Fourth wave feminism has warped their mind.
Well, I don't even think it's as deep as that.
Oh, it is.
It is.
I've done the research.
It's just, I think it's just this female trait. They can't help it. I'm not blaming them, but they have this.
I'm not blaming them either. I'm blaming feminism. I'm blaming Helen Gurley Brown and fucking Gertrude Stein and all these fucking lesbians from the 18th century that didn't have anything else better to do with their time or money than, we need to vote and all this other horse shit. Well, I know they need to work. Well, that's Rockefeller's fault too. But anyway.
No, dude. Yeah. No. You don't have to be a feminist to have that female trait to want to change the guy into what you want him to be. That is just inherent in you. What I'm
saying is that feminism has brought it to this point where now we're talking about it.
So, and like I say, it just goes back to that Lego study that I read about, and now that I've kind of been open my eyes to it, I look around and I see, that is kind of how women are. It's how girls are. It's a female trait.
So you're saying that the study that the Lego company did was sexist?
No.
Exactly.
No, it was just this. It was
a marketing study, probably.
Actually, it was.
Yeah.
So they could market toys to girls.
And look, now they've got Legos that are fucking flowers and all that weird shit that they got. And more power to them. I don't give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
It was a totally impartial study and marketing study to see to improve their marketing
and their profit margin
to a girls market, market more toys to girls.
If only Disney had done something like
that. And this was what they found was that boys take it as it is. Girls want to change it into what they will tend to change it into what they want it to be. And I think that carries over into their adulthood. And we've talked about that with, like Kathleen Kennedy and turning Star Wars into what she wanted it to be, turning Indiana Jones into what she wanted it to be, And
her self-inserts. Yeah.
And all that. Yes. And I'm not saying that it's true of all women, okay? I'm just saying that it is a female trait that many women have, and this is one of them.
Yes.
I mean, this is totally one of them.
Yeah.
And,
so do you feel sorry for her husband?
Well, it's like that.
I'm just saying.
No.
Because
he's dumb enough to be with her.
Yeah. Because she needs to be a
or maybe they're perfect for each other, and if they are, hey, great. So why are you dissing on fucking nerd boys?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck you, man.
And did she not watch Revenge of the Nerds?
Right.
The head guy got the hot chick.
Oh no, dude!
And why
dude got the girl in the end, didn't he?
And why was that? Oh, because his kung fu was the best.
Yep.
That's all I gotta say. Mic drop. I'm done.
I mean.
Right,
man.
So, ladies,
but no,
go get yourself a nerd boy.
It's like what they say, Everybody wants unconditional love, and then they show up with a bag full of conditions. Right? Oh no, I want the unconditional love from you, but you this on my end, right?
Hey, I'm just trying to find a gal who can do a 4-hour session 3 to 4 times a week.
And I mean,
that's all. That's all I want.
I know it's hard.
I don't know. I don't want her to cook. I don't. No, she stays out of my kitchen. But that's all I want. And she talks. I gotta have conversation. That's all.
Well, I'm just gonna say this, man, because too many people jump into dating and physical relationship and commitment and before they even get to know each other.
Exactly.
Every successful, or I mean, they're all of them ended at some point, but every relationship that I've ever had that's lasted for any length of time at all,
you knew them.
Started with a friendship.
Yeah.
We were friends first and lovers later because we got to know each other. Yeah. And you know what? You're pretty cool. Do you want to go out? And the next thing you know, you're a couple.
Yeah.
And you're a compatible couple because why? You took the time to get to know each other first.
Exactly.
I mean, really. I mean, I've had my short-term little flings too, but if that's all it is, then that was cool. Fun. Thanks a lot. But didn't turn into a relationship because we weren't like compatible that way. We just had a
physical encounter,
an encounter, right? That hey, those are fine too. But every, like I say, relationship I've ever had that's gone on for any length of time started with a friendship.
Right.
Get to know them first, and if their nerd boy shit is not your thing, then move on.
Yeah, but don't leave them. Don't keep stringing them along either.
But don't try to change him and tell him, "Oh, this is childish." Hey, you know what? No, There's a difference between childish and childlike.
Yeah,
I am still childlike, but I am not childish.
Right?
There's a difference.
Exactly.
And those nerd boys make very faithful, good husbands. They won't cheat on you. And just let them have their fucking Legos.
So, tell us what you think. And with that, like, share, subscribe.